Hello, everybody. Hello, Francisco. How are you?
Hola Jorge, hola, hola,
¿Cómo
hola.
estás? ¿Cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien. Ready to talk about today's topic. Welcome everybody to Spanish Loops. Jorge,
Welcome.
what are we
Yeah.
going to be talking today?
Today, Francisco, we're going to be talking about the man.
The man?
The
What
man.
man?
If you want
Okay.
to know, wait a minute. If you want to know what that is, let's hear our music and we'll be back in a sec, just a few. Okay.
Jorge, I am so stressed. What are we going to be talking about? You say we're going to be talking about the man. Who is the man?
Well, let me say, Francisco, it's not a who, it's a what.
Oh, what is it?
Actually, man stands MAN for Museo Arqueológico Nacional, the National Archaeological Museum in Spanish. That is the man.
That's the man. Yes, yes, yes. One of the most beautiful museums we have in Spain, and one of those museums that a lot of people don't get to go. And I think we need to point ourselves to, not
Yeah.
just tourists. Spanish people don't get to go to see the archaeological museum, which
And
is
Francisco, one of the things that I don't know if that happens to you when you have a museum next door where you live. I mean, next door in the same city where you live, you take it for granted it's there, and you're thinking constantly when you're passing by, I have to go and visit that. I have to go, and you practically never go there, isn't it?
it is. It's one of those museums that it's so interesting, I guess, that we don't go. I don't ask me why. I mean, yes, we have gone. We've been together to the Archaeological Museum in Madrid, uh, but we don't. Spanish people don't normally go. I mean, yes, if you're from Madrid and you're a kid, they take you as an excursion, but the rest of the kids is like, oh, we've never been there, or we've heard about it. We know what's in there, but we don't know anything about it. And that is the reason why today we have decided to talk about the man.
The man. Well, just a little bit intro, very brief intro about the museum. Is centrally located. It's in central Madrid, in a very posh area, very posh, one of the
Mhm.
most expensive areas in central Madrid. And the entire it's a huge, big complex that is conformed by two different museums. One is the man, the other, this is just mere information, okay, is the National Library. Another thing that we probably one of these days make a chapter about that, because I mean just the building itself is beautiful, it's fantastic, and the complex is so big that it's space more than enough for a national library there, and also the National Archaeological Museum. So, Francisco, you have info about that museum,
Yes.
okay? Go ahead.
Well, well, well. This beautiful museum, it was established in 1867. It was back then we had Queen Isabella II of Spain. Queen Isabella, what she did is she gathered, not in this location, a different location,
Hmm.
all of these archaeological pieces, some decorative furniture, some things that many things around Spain. He came to the location where we are in 1895. It is, as you say, in the center of Madrid. It's in a neighborhood called Serrano, and it's in the street Serrano 13.
Mhm.
In Madrid, if you go, you take La Castellana, the big, huge street in Madrid. I think it's
Castellana, you mean the big backbone streets avenue that divides Madrid practically in two from north to south, right?
there we go. If
Yep,
you take that one, there's going to be a moment you're going to see a big plaza with the statue of Christopherus Columbus all the way on the top. Well, it's right behind it.
that's right.
All right, so it's centrally located. As you said, super easy to reach.
Hmm.
And it has evolved many times. Of course, here we have to bring Franco again.
Oh, yeah, of
Franco loved the
course.
location. I mean, the building, it's a magnificent palace from the 1800s. But Franco was not okay with mixing Spanish heritage with some of the things that we have from the Americas. So what he did, and this hurts me when I say it,
Oh, okay.
he did a good job. Oh, no, obviously not him, but The curators did a good job, and they center in the archaeological pieces that we have from Spain in Spain. Right,
Mhm.
so that's I think it has centered very very well. It has gone under some remodelations into 2014. It went under a humongous restoration, and now we have everything super well exposed and super ready to go and see. And it is super cheap. I mean, I don't recall how expensive it is a ticket. I
I
don't
believe it's either 3 or 350, something like that. Yeah, it's very very cheap and very affordable. Yeah.
very affordable. Well, it's very affordable. Plus, I mean, there's the list of things that if you want, you don't have to pay.
Hmm.
I mean, if you are under 18, you don't pay. If you are over 65, you don't pay. If you're a teacher and you have
Yeah.
teacher ID international, you don't pay. In my case, I have 3 kids. So it's a what we call familia numerosa, a large family.
Large
Okay.
family. Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't have to pay. So there's so many people that can just walk in, say, hey, I'm 65. Here's my passport or my ID. Walk in. And you are going to be blown away. I
And
mean,
also there is some time frames. I think it's every day in between 2 and 3. I think it is that the entrance is for free for
it's for free.
everybody. Doesn't matter
Doesn't
where
matter.
you're from or whatever, but it's for free. Yeah.
So it's perfect. To me, it is the perfect excuse for a rainy day in Madrid.
Yeah. Oh, what a good idea.
I
Rainy
mean,
day.
if it's raining, what do you do? What do you do? I don't want to be in the hotel. Go to the most beautiful museum, archaeological museum we have in Spain, and
That's
learn
right.
about
Yeah.
our heritage. Right?
Mhm.
Eh, the most famous sculpture or piece of art that we have in
Mm.
in here, it is La Dama de Elche. Okay,
Yeah.
La Dama de Elche. It is a Iberian piece.
Hmm.
Jorge, the word Iberia, we know Iberia is our airlines, it's national airline.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's so
Yeah,
famous,
that's
so
right. Yeah.
Iberia. But Jorge, what does Iberia mean, or where does the word Iberia come from?
Oh my goodness, it's a very old term. We have to go back to almost Neolithic times when people started to use language as a way of communication and they could articulate words. Spain, as everybody knows, is in the Iberian Peninsula. That's how it's called, the entire territory. But nowadays, it's several territories. We have talked about that, in other podcasts. Anyway, what now the territory of Spain, there is many rivers. Although we are very south in the European continent and to the west, I think because of the geographical location, makes this country more wet that it could
Mhm.
be in many other places around the globe in the same latitude because of the winds from the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. Okay, so we have many rivers. We have like about, I think there are like about 7 big rivers. Two of them flows from west to east. Out of those two, one is the not the biggest of them, but the one that carries more water. And that river, it was called Ebro in those days.
Today's
In those
today,
days. So
instead of Ebro, we call it Ebro.
we call it Ebro. Nowadays it's Ebro. But if we refer to the old term Ebro, if you just, keep an ear into Ebro, the people living in the shores of the river, they were people from the Ebro area. So
Iberos.
Ebro, Iberos, and then Iberos, Iberia, that was the name of the distortion, the evolution of the name, and is gives name to the Iberian Peninsula. That's fascinating story behind the word Iberia, which I love it.
So, as you said, it is from when we started using here a rudimentary Spanish. We cannot even say it's Spanish, okay?
Hmm.
So, we're talking 400 years in the 4th century before Christ.
Hmm. Correct.
At this moment, Spain gets divided in two, okay? The Ebro River the, goes east, west to east, and it makes like a big wave into Spain.
Yep.
And that southern part, it is ruled by the Iberos, while the north part, it was ruled by the Celts.
That's right. Yeah,
We're
correct.
talking ruled. We're talking tribes. Okay, so
Yeah,
please
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think everybody that we're talking there was kings or things like that. No, 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 no. We
We're
do
talking
have
we're talking about more
tribes.
than 20 odd centuries ago.
Yeah,
So
I
they
mean, it's
were
like
not citizens, they were just tribes. Not
there we
citizens.
go.
I mean not cities, tribes. Yeah.
Tribes. Okay, so these Iberos
Hmm.
are the ones who sculpted the Dama de Elche. So the Dama de Elche, it is from 400 years before Christ.
Hmm.
It is a stone bust of a woman, extremely beautifully carved, extremely beautifully preserved, with a lot of ceremonial pieces in her hair. She has rodetes, which are what in Valencia they use. It's these round pieces of hair
Hmm.
in the Valencia outfit, but she has them obviously in stone. She has something on the back. So it's beautiful. You get to see the eyes, the necklaces. Beautiful. I mean, 400 years before Christ, and we have amazing, amazing, amazing sculpture. Okay, it's
Yeah, it's absolutely
breathtaking.
fascinating. Yeah. Francisco, allow me to say something here that you probably gonna laugh, but I could swear. I mean, I never put my hands on fire or over a fire for anyone, but I could swear that George Lucas came to Spain and he visited that museum and saw that boost that you're talking about, because those round things that that boost has on the sides are exactly the same things that Princess Leia from
Princess
All
Leia.
Stars has.
Yes, I
Don't
mean
you
a lot
agree
of
with
people
that?
says
Don't you agree
that
with that?
Princess Leia hairdo was
Yeah.
inspired by La Dama de Elche, which I love because it's something prehistoric in the future. So it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean she is so amazing. This is culture. First of all, we don't know what was the reason to have this. Okay, why they made this beautiful sculpture. We have we they have researched it, and it was painted. Okay, now we only see stone color, but it was painted. On the back, it has a hole, so they believe they could. It could be like a funeral or a altar, religious altar,
Hmm.
something very important because it's very well. We do have other heads for the same time period, but we don't. They're not as good quality as La Dama de Elche. Right? La
Hmm.
Dama de Elche really it's beyond quality. So these Iberos, which what I think, by the way, it was found in Elche. Elche is by the Mediterranean, okay, in the Valencia in 1897. She was founded there, and just put ourselves into that moment. Let's take ourselves to the 4th century before Christ in the Mediterranean.
Yes.
This is the center of the world at that time.
Hmm.
All the commerce, you're gonna have the Phoenicians coming, you're gonna have the Greeks, the Carthaginians, all of them are gonna come to the Mediterranean coast. So
But you're saying it's like it was like a hotspot for
it was
trading.
a hot spot. It was, and when you have all of these cultures, I mean, we have said it many times on this podcast. One of the richness of Spain is that we do have all of these cultures, thanks to the Mediterranean, thanks to the oceans, thanks to our relationship with South America and Central America. The richness of our culture, it is thanks to all of this heritage that we have. And the Dama de Elche, she is so extremely beautiful that she breathes from all of these different influences, okay, from back
Hmm.
then. So really, I think it's a beautiful, yes, it's Spanish, but it's to me a treasure of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
It's breathtaking. Another thing that I love, it's a woman. So this is here in Spain, the power of the mamas.
Yeah. Oh, of
you
course.
you know well.
Oh yeah, I
I
do.
mean, when mama says we do, mhm,
Yeah.
it comes from back then. I mean, we don't know if she's a goddess or she is Mother Nature or she's whatever she is.
Hmm.
It's a woman. It's something that it's that power. You're giving this power to women. Then when we come into Greece and we come to Rome, there are more men. Okay, or the
Yeah.
soldiers or the military. So there
Yeah.
are in these Iberians, 400 years before Christ, we're gonna have women, goddesses. We don't know. So it's Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think it is worth visiting a museum just
Yeah.
to see her because she is really, really a masterpiece. Uh,
You said before that probably was painted and then
yes,
the paint had disappeared. One of the things that we have to keep in mind, and we all know about this, but it's a little reminder that in those days, I mean, it's not today. We have synthetic painting, we paint our walls, etc. In those days, pigments, they were everything made out of organic materials, like, smashing animals or even mixing them with stones to get them stuck into the whatever you were going to paint. So in pieces, and that happens all over. If you go to Greece, you go to Turkey, if you go to the Tunisia, for example, and you see I mean, in Italy, the Roman Empire,
that's right. Yeah.
all those statues, they were supposed to be painted with organic materials, and everything that was organic with the time dissolves and
Faded.
disappears. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fate. Yeah.
So
But anyway,
you
I do
fade.
believe that it is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous piece of art with, I mean, attributed to whoever made it because we have no clue, don't we?
No, we have no clue who she was, who made it. We know it's from that. It's been dated that time period, but we don't know an artist or anybody.
Hmm.
And it's not very big. I mean, it's like 55 centimeters, about 20, 22 inches.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's not,
about
I mean,
almost
it's a big,
couple of feet, but it's heavy.
no, it's heavy. Oh, God. I
Yeah.
bet it's very heavy. I don't think we're going to be able to lift it.
No.
Imagine it falls.
It doesn't fit in your purse just to take it
No,
out.
no, no, no. And
Well,
one of the good things,
yeah.
oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, no,
Oh,
please
one
go.
of the things I love about the Dama de Elche is that around her, you also have an exhibition about Iberians, right? So you see,
I was about to ask you, but must be something else in the museum. It's not only just
yes, yes,
one
yes, yes,
piece. There
yes.
must be
So
more things. Yeah.
in the area of Iberians, you have all of these beautiful. You have another Dama, la Dama de Baza, the Lady of
Mhm.
Baza,
Yeah, that's
from
right.
pretty much the same time period. But as I said, not as good quality as Dama de Elche. Right?
Mhm.
It is. You get to learn how this civilization lived in Spain, in what today is Spain. Again, we're not talking Spain, okay?
Mhm.
So how these people lived here. I mean, the trading, how they were doing metal, how they have done a lot of research of bones and how what they were eating. So it's a very, very it's an archaeological museum. So that's, let's say, the masterpiece. That is the Mona Lisa of the archaeological museum.
Yeah, it could be called like that, of course.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's incredible. But we do have other things in there. To me, one of the big beauties is the Guarazá treasure. Okay, the Guarazá treasure. It is a Visigoth, gold crowns and crosses and all that. Right after the Iberians, the Goths, the Visigoths came in, and you have all of these. In, I cannot explain about these crosses, these crowns. To me, they look like Byzantine or something exotic, and it's beautiful, and it's you have an amazing collection of them all there. Said it's like,
Hmm.
can I touch? No, they're behind a glass, but it's like, oh my god, so I don't know, incredible. From there, obviously, hey, it's following the history of Spain. We're gonna find, yes, there's some incredible Roman mosaics, but what makes Spain is, I would say, special is our Muslim, our 7-Eleven heritage. When the Moors, the
Yeah.
Muslims crossed into Spain, and there we have, you have some amazing Muslim heritage from Spain. Okay? So
Mhm.
it goes all the way to the Middle Ages. So really, it's a museum that's doable, I would say, in a couple of hours.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, they do have tours. Okay, you can go on their website. By the way, it's easy to go on the website. It's man.es, man.
The man, as I was
Es,
saying
the
before.
man
The man.
without the, yes,
Without the, yeah,
man.es.
man.
Yeah. And you can book your
Mm.
ticket,
Yeah.
or you can even book your tour. By the way, I last times I've been to the museum, I didn't have a ticket. I just walked in the door and say, "Hey, do you have a ticket?" Yeah, sure. You can come in. I mean, it's that easy. Really, you don't need to plan ahead like El Prado or Queen Sofia that you really need to have tickets for
Yeah,
this
those are the highlights
archaeological
of the
museum.
city, and
Yeah,
this other museum is not the highlight, but it
yeah.
should be one of them. That's
It
why
should. I
we're
mean,
trying here to promote it, you know?
yes. I mean, if it was in another city, it would be like the museum you have to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Madrid has so many museums. You have El Prado, which is
Mm.
yes, you have to see. You have the Queen Sofia. Yes, you have to see. This one, I think it's the perfect for free time, for a moment of leisure, and you want to do.
Chill
It's
out,
raining. Let's
chill
go
out.
a little and learn so much about our history, because it's history that a lot of people don't know about our Visigoth heritage, about our Iberian heritage. So really, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing.
Hmm.
What else? Well, do you want? I know you're the king of fun facts. I have one fun fact about Mona Lisa
Oh,
of Spain.
Francisco has a fun fact.
Yay, fun
Woohoo!
fact!
Yeah, go, Francisco, go, go, go.
Well. If we talk about the Mona Lisa, where is Mona Lisa? She is in Paris.
In
Well,
Paris,
guess
that's
what?
right.
Our Mona Lisa spent a few years in Paris.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It went to Paris for a few years, and then
Yeah.
Franco is the one who said, I want her back. And Franco got
Uh,
her back. All right, so she took a little holidays, a little Parisian holidays. She ate a couple of croissants and came back to Spain, where she belongs.
okay, well, good. Francisco,
uh,
there is something I love very much about that museum, which is not physically inside the museum, but it is in the grounds of the museum. You know what I'm talking about?
the two Sphinx at the entrance. I don't know what is it.
No. Have you heard, or anybody out there, have you ever heard about the famous cuevas, the caves of Altamira?
Yes. Las
Yeah,
Cuevas de Altamira, these prehistorical caves, painted caves. They're called the Prehistoric 16 Chapel.
that's right.
We have them here in Spain. It's all the way in the north, but obviously they are not visible because with our breath, these natural pigments, we can
Yeah.
destroy them.
That's
So,
right.
what's about it?
I think we mentioned about that when we had our podcast dedicated to the city of Santander, because it's not
Mhm.
far from the city of Santander, the original caves. Although there, by the original caves, which is not open to the public, they built an exact replica. For those who are in the area, want to see how it is, but it is in it displayed. I mean, it is a big hall and it is displayed perfectly and it's an exact replica, as I said. But they also have another exact replica in this archaeological museum. It's right before you enter. You still need a ticket to access. And the funny part about it is that if you are a little bit claustrophobic, you're gonna feel a little bit weird inside because the entrance is very small, very narrow, and then suddenly inside is widens up a little bit, but the ceiling is very low. And actually, that ceiling that is very low is where the paintings are, and the seats they are almost like bunk beds, right? That
Yeah, like
you are just
reclined
yes, you
and
are reclined backwards, and you can see absolutely everything there, and it's beautiful. It's oh my God, this is something that you cannot miss it when you go
well,
to visit the
I have
museum.
missed it. I have seen the ones in Santander in Altamira, but I
The
have not
original?
seen the one that. Oh, hell no. The
Oh,
replica in Santander. But I haven't seen the replica in the National Archaeological Museum.
hmm.
Oh,
Oh, you have.
no, I haven't. I have
Oh, you
not seen
haven't?
them.
Okay.
I haven't seen the one.
Just about, I think it was like about 10 years ago, the entire museum had a very profound restoration. They displayed everything much better. It was closed for, I think it was like about almost a couple of years. And they took the chance also to restore the replica of those caves. I mean, with modern painting, constant visitors going there, the painting were melting. Imagine those original ones that they are in Altamira, the location of Altamira. Obviously, that's why they were closed, and they are closed to the public only for research and very extremely restricted the number of people who can go in, and obviously made out of natural pigments. You know the breath, the respiration of people, the change of that microclimate created inside. It was preserving the paintings, and that's why they decided to close it. Definitely. Open to the public, okay, is there for research, but yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do when I visit that thing. And I have to admit, after the Reformation, I've gone only once just to see how everything was displayed, and also, of course, I went inside of the caves or
Really?
fake
Well, I guess
caves.
next time I go to Madrid, I'll go see the caves. But I
Okay,
haven't
I'll
seen
take
them.
you there. I'll take you there.
Anyway, one thing, Jorge,
Yeah,
about this beautiful museum, I assume it's not included in your Madrid and Imperial cities
Imperial cities.
that you
Yeah.
do, but on the free time, people can go and see the museum by
Absolutely,
themselves.
yeah, yeah, because it's from the core of the city is I would say 15 minutes on foot. Just, I mean, there is an area now in Madrid which I call the Retiro Park, which
Hmm.
is where the royal grounds used to have a palace some centuries ago. That's another story, but now it's a public park, and which is the lungs of the city. I think we talked also about that, about our
Hmm.
favorite parks in our podcasts.
Yes.
That is together with the triangle formed by the Queen Sofia Art Center, uh, Prado Museum, and Thyssen-Bornemisza. So all the area is called the Walk of the Lights, which is World Heritage by the UNESCO. It was declared World Heritage a couple of years ago, or 3 years maybe. So the National Archaeological Museum is in front of the main entrance of the Retiro Park. Just cross the street, cross the roundabout that there is over there, and you got it there.
You're
It's
there.
really
So,
very, very handy. It's in the city center, and yes, of course, people will have a chance to go and visit that. That's right. Thank you for mentioning that.
so, so if you guys want to check that, you can the Jorge's tour where you will have time to see this magnificent museum. Go to Jorge's website, which is travelingwithjorge.com.
Hmm.
With all of this said, my friend, I think we're done for the week.
Yeah,
Yay!
we
Unless
are.
you have something else to add about this magnificent museum.
Not about the museum because you said it all. I mean,
Yeah.
you never let me to interrupt you or whatever. Don't interrupt me.
Ah,
And I'm just kidding.
ah.
I'm just kidding. No, just for those of you who has been in the city of Madrid, and if you want to share your photos or if you want to get in touch with us and suggest any topics, please just email to us to SpanishLoops@gmail.com. We will be excited if you send us photos and or your little stories, your little adventures around here. And also, if you want to get in touch with Francisco, it's travelingsteps.es. There you
Thank you,
find
Jorge.
and everything.
One more thing, if somebody has enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to the channel. I don't care if you're on YouTube, if you are on Spotify, wherever. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like, share our videos. We love you all, guys and girls. Everybody, we love you all. We shall see you next week. Jorge, it's been a great pleasure.
Bye bye, Francisco and everybody.
Adios, amigos. We love you.
Bye. And as usual, we want to thank all our listeners for being there every week, letting us sharing our talks. Follow us in Spanish Loops in Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or your favorite platform.
And in Instagram, you can find us as the Spanish Loops Podcast, no spaces altogether. If you want to find us the quickest way, just Google Spanish Loops Podcast and you will find us. Hasta la vista, amigos.
See you next week.